remix. I can see through it. I can see your movement. I can see through it. I can see the bullshit. I can see through it. I can see your movement. I can see through it. I can see.
Hey everyone, it's me, the Otaku Faggot, here to continue my Fate Girl Lostbelt Let's Plays. Blah, blah, blah. We have a Lostbelt 3 number prologue. So, let's find out what this is. I'm curious. Essentially, we get a prologue for this story. Huh, okay, here we are in this weird fucking place. How long has it been since I left the colony of survivors? I managed to keep a log for the first 30 days, but now it just feels like I've lost the ability to keep track of time. In my defense, it's hard to count the days when we don't have nights anymore. It all blurs together. I still have no idea how things got to this point, but what I can say for sure is that somehow the sun is shining on every corner of the world at once. With everything bleached white as far as the eye can see, you get numb to time as well as distance. My food and water are starting to run out. Once they do, that'll be it for me. I don't know who's talking. At least my old motorcycle is still purring like a kitten. Who is talking? I never expected the solar generator to work this well for this long. Or for this long. It proved you can ride an old motorcycle from Australia to North America, as long as you have a surface to ride on and a solid engine. Okay. All I drive over seems to be an endless white wasteland. No, maybe wasteland isn't the right word. It's more like pavement, without so much as a single crack or seam to be seen. It's nothing like a desert either. There's just nothing here. I don't even get that natural sort of austerity? I don't know. Wastelands give off. It's not so much that it seems like life's died out there as it never existed to begin with. Case in point, I've not seen even a single sign of death or decay this whole time. Not a single corpse. No plants, no animals, no insects, not so much as a microbe. This isn't a dead world. It's an empty one. There's nothing, not even bacteria to make food spoil. It feels clean. Too clean. Mr. Clean came here and wiped out the world. Never mind that last bit. I must be more tired than I thought. I'm getting overly sensitive. I can see in a natural shape just ahead. Probably more remnants. I think I'll rest there today. Maybe there'll even be some food left if I'm lucky. You know, I have an inkling. I have an idea who this might be. But I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. I don't know if I'm right. Let me change some settings here real quick. Okay. Oh shit. Come back. Okay. What? Remnants in this case are areas that somehow escaped the reset, or well, more places that remained in part, despite being reset. The colony left behind was situated in one such remnant. If any satellites were still intact, we might have even been able to find and connect with other survivors. Not that it would have made us any less powerless to fix all this. After all, if that tree were to attack again, humanity would be well and truly... See, I think this person is Roman. Because of spoilers that I know. Now you don't talk like Roman. Survivors, 0. Signs of people having been here, 1. A single message. Oh, really? Wait, I got a little spit on my computer there. Okay. Okay. No food, sadly, but any port in a storm. Besides, just seeing artifacts of civilization like this again does wonders for my morale, even if it is gutted ruins from a brutal invasion. David? Okay. I shrug my shoulders as I sit down on what used to be a sofa. See, when I think David, I think of the servant David, so what the fuck? The shrug is just a desperate ploy to convince myself I'm calm, but strangely, it still helped. I play back the only message data to be found. It is essentially the same as all the others out there. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Run away, run away, run away. Or kwai. Is it kwai? Kwai. Nigero, nigero, nigero. Or nigete. It depends. Itai. Toshite. I'm just thinking in Japanese terms when I read these now. It hurts. Why? Yeah. Tasukete. I just think of Japanese when I read this. I don't know why. Onegai shimasu? I don't know what please forgive me is. Onegai shimasu is like... Fuck. It's like... Why do I forget the meaning of it? There it is again. Why? Why were these people attacked? Why were they erased? I did my best to recall that day calmly and objectively. The year when the Earth fell into... Well, interesting. The year when the Earth fell to invaders from another world. Interesting. Truth be told, we had time to prepare. Maybe this isn't Roman. I'm not sure. Maybe it was only 12 hours, but it was still time we could have used. On that New Year's Eve, we lost every satellite around the world in an instant. Maybe this is just some random person then. I have no idea. In consequence, we were not able to observe a single cosmic ray as the whole world was reduced to a blank, dust-gray sphere. I know now that it was a membrane in the sky. A dome of sorts, made by the tree's branches that was placed over the entire world. But we weren't exactly in a position to sit down and take stock of what happened on that day, not with all of the crazy things going on. 12 hours later, Armageddon. F. Total slaughter, a massacre on an unimaginable scale. Uncountable tree things descended on the earth, like so many tentacles from space. I've seen enough hentai to know where that's going. They crawled across the world, finding and exterminating all forms of life, while unyielding accuracy and unnerving tenacity, killing almost every human on the planet over the course of 3 months. Yikes. After that, the trees just disappeared, returning to the sky, leaving behind a blank, desolate world. Even now, thinking about it makes me tremble. Not at the revelation that aliens really did exist. Not even the realization that our world, our civilization had been erased and would never return. No, what scared me was those trees' tenacity. The way they extended their branches to destroy a person's heart with a single stab. Oof. Upon their death, people would instantly turn to dust, their agonizing screams still echoing around them. There were no exceptions. Even though these aliens possess weapons of mass destruction large enough to bolt out of the sky, they chose not to use them. Instead, they went out of their way to erase billions upon billions of people one at a time. They were like some kind of twisted artisan burning with perverse passion for their craft. Those of us who did survive, like myself, only managed to do so by being hidden in underground facilities at the time. Cool? Good for you, bruh. Dizziness starts to overwhelm me. Maybe I've just been under a bit more strain than I realized. I'll just rest up here for today. Tomorrow, I'll set back off on my journey of wishful thinking. I may not have much food left, but assuming I've stayed on track, I should be at my destination soon. It's the last place of any of our satellites caught on camera. The only place in this whole world that hasn't been wiped clean. What the fuck, computer? Shut up. Okay. My computer's like, hey, this thing. And I'm like, shut up, I'm trying to do shit. Alright. An area in South Nevada. That's right. My destination is the Air Force base known as Area 51! What the fuck? Excuse me? Nani the fuck? Signed, David Blue Book. What the fuck? Okay. Weird as fuck? Sure. Fucking weird. So obviously it's not our David, like, you know, from the Bible. And the servant. Some random ass dude. I guess. Did we dive into a whole other world when I wasn't looking? It was nothing but clear skies as far as the eye could see a moment ago. Well, you know what? Too bad. Now I've got an announcement of my own. I estimate the border has about an hour until it sinks. Huh? Great, we're gonna die. Yeah, just one problem. There's no land to go back to. We're smack in the middle of the North Sea. Da Vinci, can we still initiate a re-zero? Oh my god, a zero sail here. Surely, when I read zero now, I think it's about as like re-zero. Oh my god, okay. My headphones need to chill the fuck out. Alright. Surely that must be preferable to sinking to our deaths. We can't! The formulas won't be stable enough on water. We'd have to rewrite the software from scratch. Yeah, we're doomed. Hang on, we're getting a call. Go ahead and open the line, Mr. Manuer. And hurry, Da Vinci's no use to us right now. Right on it! CQ, this is the Wandering Seas dock. Do you read me? That vessel. That would be Callia's ship, right? No, wait, not a ship. Oh, I see, a tank! Rational, yes, very rational. A ship is unnecessary for a zero sail. But I say, you have no sense for design. It might as well be a large metal coffin. Nothing charming there at all. Be honest, you would never have made it back without my paper moon, would you? Still, a fine job making it all the way here. Everything's proceeding within my calculations. It's coming from the Wandering Sea, but where? Where? Right in front of you. Oh, hang on. Let me clear the fog. It should be easier to see then. Proceed on your current course, though you may want to reduce your speed, and be sure to give thanks. Alright, this will be the first time in over 2,000 years that this island has revealed itself on any other day than December 31st. Yes, I know. Didn't we already go through this? Kind of. Welcome to the Primordial Magecraft Workshop, the Baldanders of the Wandering Sea. My name is Sion. Sion Eltnam Socaris. Sure, that name. I am a spiriton hacker who escaped from the Wandering Sea when I predicted that the world was about to end. I have been waiting for you. Being the Alice Institute's last remaining member, the Wandering Sea hires up entrusted me with the project of righting this bleached Earth problem. Cool. Let us in, please, so we don't die. I'd rather not die. Okay, I know that was just a minute ago, but... Well, we followed the directions that bizarre transmission gave us and to this lump of rock. Now, can you tell me what this is about, Da Vinci? I'm glad the border isn't bobbing around like a damned crook, but we have been sinking these last few minutes, or haven't we? I had the same question. It seems to me like the border sank underwater before it emerged on the surface. Don't look at me. I didn't do anything. Once we got to those rocks, it felt like the currents kind of carried the border the rest of the way. Looks like I tried to steer us, but the currents were just much too strong. The border sank about 40 meters, but then popped up a good 30. I think we must have gotten to the Wandering Sea from underneath, since I didn't exactly see a front door. Perhaps that is how they go about docking ships here, or how they keep ordinary ships away.
Sounds right to me. Just wish she'd given us a little heads up.
Does that mean we can go outside now? That would appear to be the logical conclusion. The issue at hand, however, is... Are we sure this is the Wandering Sea? And how do we know it's safe outside? Anywhere! Fire up every sensor we've got! I want to know everything going on outside the border. Roger, but I've already been doing that. I'm not picking up anything at all. Not a damn thing.
Testing. Can you hear me over there? I'm afraid the Wandering Sea cannot be observed by any means created by or relying upon science, not even partially. I would give up on trying to see what's going on outside that hunk of metal you've been riding around in. None of your sensors will see anything here. Besides, danger is a no-no here. There's no way there would be anything wrong with my calculations. Right now, this is the most peaceful, happiest, scariest island in the whole world.
How can it be peaceful and scary?
At any rate, come on out, visitors. I did not open up my darling secret base today just so you could hole up in that big metal box of yours. What should we do now, everyone?
We step outside. Since our sensors are blind, someone's gonna have to take one for the team and poke their head outside. I nominate Holmes. Agreed. You could always use your bard suit if things get dicey. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't actually use bard suit just yet. At this point, I dare say you could outfight me, Director.
Good point. Holmes is just going to need more time to recover from the injury he sustained in Scandinavia. So then, as the only combat-ready servant here, I should be the one to...
I think we'll be okay. Mash, come on, let's go.
Right, I was just thinking the same thing, Master. Foe! Well, then I'm coming too. I'm just way too curious to just stay on the border. Friend or foe, the Wandering Sea is still a mystic upon mystics. No way I would pass up the chance to check out the place that still has mystics from the Age of Gods.
Fair. You better not get mixed up with those... Fuck, I can't read. You're better off not getting mixed up with those places if you ask me. They even say the clock tower is an inhospitable hell when you get right down to it. I see you plebs know your place. In your own way, you're quite right, Manuere. One should never move past one's station to peer into the secrets of magecraft or the organizations that keep them. The moment you do, you'll be so shocked by how vastly they overpower you that you may find yourself bedridden and half mad for a month. It's all risk and no reward. Curiosity isn't what killed the cat. It was fear. However, as we humans are not cats, it is possible to overcome those fears, much like I did. Master Curiolite, Sarah. I hereby authorize the two of you to investigate whatever lies outside. Once you're certain that there's no danger, call me right away. Oh, and try to stick close to the border, would you? You should be no more than 5-second sprint from here at the most. Roger that, bitch. Well?
Alright, I'm going to open the border's port hatch now. Are you ready, Master? I'll set here. I've got your backs. I may not be much use in a fight, but I can make damn sure nothing gets by my defenses. Thank you, Da Vinci. Opening the hatch, now!
What are we greeted by? Okay. Alright, cool, I guess. Here we are at this place.
It's... It's incredible! Wow, this place is amazing! Look, Mash! Look, Sarah! Oh, this is it. This is like top secret base stuff. It's like a picture book come to life. Whoever designed this must have been such a dummy. Oh, hi. I guess you're Sion, or whatever the fuck your name is. Thanks for the kind words. You're cute. I must be doing pretty well if the great Leonardo da Vinci, famous genius and notorious problem child, would speak like that about me. Wait, is that really Da Vinci? Isn't she a little off? Too girly? Just a little too high spec? Hey, you there, Master Sarah. Hi. Is that girl there really and truly Leonardo da Vinci? I sure am. I'm a Da Vinci backup unit made by the one and only Leonardo da Vinci herself. What about you? Are you the girl who contacted us? Oh, right. I was so surprised by girl Vinci here that I forgot my manners. Cut and take two. I am Sion, that name, an alchemist here to mess with you guys on behalf of on behalf of the Atlas Institute. Oh, and I also made Trismegistus in the Paper Moon. Oh, really? Okay. You did? You're the one who made that shit? Okay. And the Paper Moon you were manhandling just a few minutes ago. So, I'm here to collect damages you owe me for a copyright infringement. It totals to about $790 million. Jesus. So... yeah, you guys are boned. Whatever human rights you think you had are gone. Oh. Do you know what this means, Sarah? It means I own you. Lock, stock, and barrel, baby. So, mind just signing this contract here for me? No. I hereby confess to using Miss Sion's intellectual property without express permission. I also absolutely saw the end of humanity and such. Therefore, until repayment of said aforementioned unrepayable debt, I, Sarah, do hereby offer up the following. My body, my soul, and each and every one of my worldly possessions, past, present, and future, throughout the universe, to Sion. There you go. Mind just signing here, 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 and here. Initial there, to, say, mind being modded. Oh my god. Are you into mecha? Bioengineering? A mixture of both? Oh, what the heck. We can just throw them all in. Do not worry. It will not hurt at all. Okay. I'm gonna need you to take 2 steps back. Wait. Chotto matte. Chotto matte, girl. What? Yeah, what the fuck? Just kidding. You do not owe me anything. I was only messing with you. You sure about that? Besides, I was only using old Zimbabwe, what the fuck? Dollar value, so you could totally have paid it back anyway. Sorry, I might have gotten a little carried away there. You ought to forgive me. I have never actually done this before. I know I sort of struck, first, so to speak, when I contacted you earlier. So I was being all formal and trying to put you at ease. But as you can see, I'm not really like that. Just your everyday, mild-mannered alchemist here. That makes sense. You spoke so fast I didn't realize it right away. But there's no way anyone from the Atlas Institute would be so quick to pull out a contract. I see. An advanced technique designed to better break the ice during our first encounter. I get the feeling she's not one for lying. Alright, let me introduce myself again. My name is Sion. Welcome to the Wandering Sea, Chaldeans. Leonardo da Vinci, Master Curiolite. Sarah, And I did not see that animal mentioned in any of our data. I wonder if he is someone's familiar. I can sense a modicum of intelligence from it, like an AI that just started learning. Oh well, no problem. I already have a pretty good idea of who you guys are. I have not seen what has become of the outside world myself, but I do know what happened to Kalia on the first day of 2020.
First day of 2020.
You haven't seen the outside? Does that mean you have no immunity to the atmosphere? Oh no, I am completely healthy. You have to be in good shape to use memory Patreon at a halfway decent level after all. I just meant I did not have a need to go outside. Sorry for the misunderstanding, Mash. So who is in charge right now? Well, you see, it's that fat fuck over there. What information I have, it should be Da Vinci, here. But given what she has the whole kid thing going on, I assume that is no longer the case? I must have a gap in my information somewhere. Better get that sorted.
I'm impressed you picked up on that. You look like a girl, and it would seem that you're in fact something of a girl. What the fuck? Indeed, the master/amateur mage. Oops. The demi-servant, girl, and the capable technical advisor are merely my subordinates. Who am I? Why, you surely need not ask. I'm Kalia's new director, and the man who will one day resurrect the golden age of the prestigious Muzik estate, Gordolf Muzik. Yeah, and I fucking hate him. I see you're surprised that I'm still alive. Also, is this music new? I know that crest and that uniform. It would seem you are truly a mage of the Atlas Institute. That means it should have been absolutely trivial for you to predict the terrible tragedy that befell my Chaldea with your fancy parallel thought acceleration. I'm keenly aware how I fell for Kaya's devious scheme, and so inadvertently allowed the Crypters to carry out their plan. No doubt I was the first one to be killed off Atlas's that word. The quickest way to ensure a plan's success is to take all your opposition's genius commander, after all. Genius commander is a stretch, but okay. But, as you can see, I survived. For no matter how poor the road conditions, how dire the weather, okay, I do not care.
Ah, you're Gordolf, right? I'm not surprised you're still alive, given your specs.
Huh? You're not?
Your odds were not great, but they were also not zero. I figured you would make it out of there as long as you had solid help and backup. Yeah, because
he's useless. Okay.
No, it was that servant behind you that surprised me. Would you mind telling me your name?
Oh, yes. I do beg your pardon. I was preoccupied with keeping our new director safe, since he insisted on venturing out to see what was going on for himself. I'm Sherlock Holmes, a ruler. As you are the successor to the great Atlas Institute, I trust that is all the introduction you need.
Wait, you already know who I am? Even for a famed detective, it seems just a little suspicious that you already know that much about me.
Elementary, my dear. Oh, that's good. Okay, I get it. Okay. My dear Miss Sion, your middle name, Eltnam, tells me all that I need to know. From there, all I need to do is contrast your behavior with our current situation, and the answer is all but presents itself. You touched Tree Hermes when you snuck into Atlas. Now, don't go giving the game away, Miss Sarah.
You touched Tree Hermes? Ah, now I see. This must have been during the Sixth Singularity. I read about that in the report to the Mages Association. So, you managed to touch 3 Hermes directly without losing your mind, huh? Really now? No wonder you are the pinnacle of intelligence among servants. You and I are going to get along just fine.
Whoa! Whoa! Wait, Chotomate! Okay, so in JP currently, they just released an event that you could roll for this servant. Oh my god. I did not expect that. Okay.
Come on, Sion. How much time are you going to waste talking?
You want me to give this ship a tune-up, right? Hurry up and get the crew off it already. Stare. What? Do I have something on my face? Kinda rude, aren't you? Hello, nice to meet you. Konnichiwa. Okay. Oh, that magical energy. Are you a servant? Does this mean the Wandering Sea is also capable of summoning servants?
Yeah, I stuck a peek at Callia's system and came up with my own take on it, and somehow managed to summon a single servant.
Oh, okay.
I needed someone who could watch my back, and also make sure I would not break it.
I mean, I could draw blueprints all on my own, but what good is that if nobody actually builds any of it, right?
I'm still amazed you managed to summon a heroic spirit somewhere else besides Callia. Hello there, servant from the Wandering Sea. My name is Mash Kyrielite. May I ask who you are? You don't have to tell me your true name.
I'm no one. I don't have a name. If you have to call me something, just call me Nameless. I know who it is, actually. I know your name.
Now get everyone out of there, Sion. I can't call everyone else with all these people in the way. This is painful to look at. It's worse than watching coral reefs die. What happened to this ship? I can hear it crying in pain. I need to fix it now, before I go insane.
Whoops! Looks like someone got up on the wrong side of the bed today, huh, Captain?
Oh well, guess I am unable to blame you, since you are even shyer than me. Captain, is that some sort of joke? Are you mocking me?
Well, what else can I call you? Would you prefer Prince?
Fine. I guess Captain works since we have more guests now. At least it's better than Prince.
Okay, bye. It would seem you added something to that servant's spirit origin. Am I correct, Miss Sion?
Yeah, a phantom spirit. One cannot summon a decent heroic spirit without Mash's shield, you understand? Since I was missing powerful holy relics like that, I had to go make do with whatever I could scrounge together to make his spirit origin. But do not ask me to reveal his true name. That is something a servant should choose to do. Once Captain trusts you guys, I'm certain his identity will become clear. I mean, sure. Q-fo-fo! Anyway, right now it is just me and Captain here. I promise there is nobody else around, so feel free to bring the rest of the Shadowborders crew along. I prepared a room for the staff where they can relax and rest up, but I'm afraid I will have to ask all of you to join me for a little longer. I can imagine how exhausting you must be and would love to sleep in a proper bed, but that must wait. This is just the entrance, see? Come on, I will take you to the command room.
Oh, I'm excited to see this place. It's kind of exciting. It's like, yeah, let's see this. Whoa. Very familiar scenery. Very, very familiar.
Whoa. Oh. It's
Callia's command room. Sort of.
Yeah, I see how you could make that mistake, Sarah, but a mistake it would be. Callia's command room was actually modeled after this.
Oh.
This is the masterpiece I've been assembling day and night for the last 3 months, ever since I first came to the Wandering Sea. I call it Spiritron Calculation Engine Trismegistus 2. Or I guess. I don't know. A perfect reproduction of the Trismegistus I lent to Caldia and the new brains of your operation. You don't say. You said you've been assembling it, so that must mean you brought the necessary materials along with you when you came here. Between the paper moon and all this groundwork you've been laying, you're obviously no ordinary mage. Sion, whatever your rest of your name is. It looks to me like you know even more about Caldia than we do. Yeah, a lot of what I know comes before Caldia even got off the ground. As you know, the pseudo-Spiriton calculation engine, Tree Hermes, is the heart of the Atlas Institute. My father, the head of the Atlas at the time, was supposed to create Tri-Hermes' sister unit, Trismegistus, before its development was handed off to me. I propose using Paper Moon Base Zero sales as a method for sending people into the past. Well, into singularities anyway. But Caldia's first director, Mosberry, had a different idea for a more reliable method. His proposal was a process he called ray shifting that involved transmitting physical bodies as spiritrons. It was a more proactive approach, given that it was closer to the Atlas Institute's Not exactly the most cautious proposal, all told, but the fact a mage like him was willing to reveal his most secret arts like that spoke volumes. I mean, if word had gotten out the Atmosphere family, one of the 12 Clock Tower Lords, was sharing technology with Atlas, it would have meant war with the other lords, leading ultimately to the end of the Atmospheres. Director Mosberry understood the seriousness of the risk and chose to act right away anyway. So the Atlas Institute decided to accept Caldia's request out of respect for the risk he took. Of course, none of the other lords ever did figure out what Mosberry was up to, so it ended up not really being a thing. Anyway, you all know what happened next. We provided Caldia with Trismegistus, which enabled Caldia to complete Caldeus. And the Caldia Security Organization went on to do what it was intended to do. I'm certain you all know more about Caldia's actual exploits than I do. We were just the ones who gave you the tools to get things rolling.
Indeed. We do know about Caldia's connection to the Atlas Institute. We do not, however, know about you. How did you survive the reset of the world? And why were you waiting for us here on the Wandering Sea? Took the words right out of my mouth.
You have a thing for asking questions you already know the answers to, huh, Sherlock? Are you obliged to? Will you die otherwise? I suppose since you are being so meticulous and all, I can go ahead and tell you what you already know. Answer the first. I escaped the reset because I was in the Wandering Sea. The Wandering Sea is like its own little singularity. It is always drifting between the world's textures. That kept it safe even while the world was being wiped clean.
Okay.
Answer the second. I came to the Wandering Sea because I predicted this future. How? Tri-Hermes collects, organizes, and makes records of a ton of data about Earth, just like Caldeus. It is like a huge sea of information, all there for the taking. For alchemists like us, it might as well be our own primordial soup. I was just taking a little dip in that sea, without my father knowing, of course, when I ended up arriving at that prediction. In short, I was not sure how, but I knew the world would cease to exist in 2020.
Kinda feels like it does.
It was the biggest dilemma of my life, to say the least. I knew I had to do something, so I told my father about my prediction. But that theater reject excuse for great head of Atlas told me was,
oh, okay. Somebody's got daddy issues, I think.
I see humanity ending every day. Don't waste my time with trivialities like this. Besides, you discovered this problem, my darling Sion. Don't you think you should be the one to solve it? And that was when it really hit me just how understaffed the Alice Institute really was. Every person there had their hands full stopping some version of the end of the world that they had seen. While I am at it, have a little bonus. Answer the third, the moment I made my decision. I know, I will go to the Wandering Sea. So I took the parts I was using to make Trismegis's eye and used them to build a Hermes instead, then knocked on the Wandering Sea's front door. By doing so, I secured a safe haven for both myself and future collaborators, 2 birds, 1 stone. I was certain that no matter how things unfolded, Chaldea was going to get knocked out of commission. It would be too important for our unknown invader. Blah, blah, blah. There are pretty much 2 ways the world can end: gradually and suddenly. Usually things would go gradually, progressing in stages until the lights go out, so to speak. There are leaders all around the world doing their best to identify those scenarios and keep them at bay. Meanwhile, the sudden types are more like traffic accidents, where everything happens all at once. Nothing much one can do, no matter how smart. For that sort of thing, ray shifting was all we had to fight back. And what is happening right now, with the world bleached white thanks to invaders from outer space, is no exception. Thus, being meticulous enough to put together a plan like this would never overlook Chaldea, seeing as you were the only ones capable of ray shifting. I certainly would not. If I were trying to destroy Earth, Chaldea would be right at the top of my hit list. In fact, taking it out would be my opening move.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have kept that to myself. So, even though I had a base to fight back from, there was still not anything I could do on my own. I mean, I did not know who was attacking or how they would do it. So really, the only thing I could do was put my trust in you guys. If these invaders saw saw you as that big of a threat, I was sure you could prove there was a reason for that. I knew you would survive and you would not give up no matter how bad things got. So, knowing that you would fight back, my task got a lot simpler. I would make you a new base. I would create a second Chaldea for you and keep it ready and waiting. That was really the only answer I could come up with at the time. And now, even though you had no idea about any of this, you made it here. And that is all I have. Thanks for listening.
Okay, cool. Good. A lot of good info right there. Thank you. So you really have been waiting for us.
Oh, stop. You're gonna make me blush, but thanks, Sion. This is probably where our last version of me would say you should have actually gotten into contact with us ahead of time, but... Are you crazy? I'm far too shy for that. Besides, if you tell people their future, you end up changing that future and having to come up with a whole new plan from scratch. Exactly. It would have taken time to recalculate, and we almost certainly did not have any time to spare. So I decided that this was the best course of action. Okay, that makes sense, but that still doesn't explain some things. Like, why are there no other mages from the Wandering Sea here? They avoided the big reset, just like you did, right? So why is it just...
Yeah, I was gonna... You know, when she was explaining that, I was like, so where are all the other people that you said apparently were here? Sorry.
Oh, they did not think this blank Earth thing was their problem, just as my father did not.
So what, they leave you?
No, if anything, they were even worse. They honestly did not care if post-AD humanity lived or died. Oh, well,
Sucks to be them.
Right when this whole bleaching thing started, and the Crypters were given their victory speech, they said, "You're the ones who should be doing something about this cataclysm. We no longer care what happens to human..." What the fuck? "We do understand the attackers' ideals, but regardless, we do not share them." And they just upped and left. Oh, but before they did, they also said, "You may invite the mages of Chaldea here if you wish. Feel free to use the Wandering Sea, but only in specified areas. But take care not to enter our workshop. We can't promise you will survive the experience." What the fuck does that mean? Anyway, this place used to be the Wandering Sea's entrance, so it connects to a workshop devoted to bringing back several different ages of gods. Not that does us much good now, though. It since has that giant stone gate blocking it.
I see. So the Wandering Sea's post-prominent figures saw no value post-AD humanity. No matter, the Wandering Sea's magecraft is magecraft for the Age of Gods. There's no telling how powerful it is. We must find some way to open that stone gate to get them to help us. Mr. Gordolf?
Don't be ridiculous, Holmes. You shouldn't even be looking at that gate, let alone touching it.
Oh, is it the thing that's up there? Question mark?
Oh, God. It's as if that academy principal is waiting for me just beyond this gate. How can this be happening? That single gate feels as though it could shatter several lords at once. I don't know what he's on about, but he's clearly more terrified than I've ever seen him. So it may be best if we leave that gate alone. The last thing we need right now is making more enemies. The first order of business is to get the shadow border repaired. As long as we have a working ship, we can leave the Wandering Sea behind whenever we want. I appreciate the offer, Sion, but I'll handle the border's repairs myself. We don't want to impose on...
Hey! Da Vinci! I'm sorry. I tried to hide in the border like you told me to, but they still managed to find me.
So much for our last bit of insurance. How did you screw up this time, Manuaire? How could they have found that room when I'm the only one who even knew it existed?
Well, a bunch of them got in the border and they were really cute. So before I knew it, I was over to say hello. Wait, no, it's not like that. See, I couldn't have them fiddling with the border and messing things up. So I decided to give them a piece of my mind.
Sorry, you'll have to forgive, Captain. Fixing up ships is kind of his thing. Anyway, why not hold off on those repairs until later, Da Vinci? After all, there is something else we need to do.
What, like a welcome party?
Oh, well, we will certainly be doing that. I have tons of questions for you, and tons more I want to tell you. If we are going to throw a welcome party, there's still something that comes first.
What?
Oh, okay. That's right. What you need is a new base and new rooms. So that is what we're going to make right now. Your new Chaldea, but haven't you already done that? Or, I'm confused.
Okay. Confused, but sure. I thought you already did that, but never mind, I guess. Okay, well, continuing on. It's like, I thought you already did that, but sure. Oh. Wait. Oh, Kaya is in the middle of them.
I'm afraid so, Scotty has been defeated. Her tree of emptiness is gone, taking the Scandinavian Lostbelt with it. Tragically, Ophelia didn't make it either.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck, do you, bitch?
Spare us the performance, Kaya. It makes me detest you even more than Chaldea. Oh my, you saw right through me. How embarrassing. Here I was going above and beyond to pay my respects to a fallen comrade by turning on the waterworks to go with the lip service. After all, Ophelia was one of my most important clients. That jewel ring and mystic eyes of hers was a real beauty. Completely wasted on her, though. A textbook example of how, what did we do with her body? Never mind. Of how one can have too much of a good thing. If she'd only agreed to let me have that eye, before it got ruined, I would have done everything in my power to help her stay alive. I see. Well, I suppose it wasn't a total loss. Just the thought alone of you in my possession of that eye is enough to turn my stomach. My, Akuta. I'm surprised you grieving over Ophelia's death, given what a misanthrope you are. What the fuck does that even mean? Is this one of those, I don't know what you've got until it's gone things? Or were you always secretly fond of her? Not that it is any comfort to her either way. See, the thing about friendships between girls is, they're all about supporting each other, just as long as there is always also something in it for them. It doesn't matter how much she might have disliked me, I was at least there for her, once in a while. I actually tried to help her with her problems, but all you did was sit back and watch. So where do you get off suddenly acting like she was so precious to you? You didn't do anything, so you don't get to say anything. Isn't that common sense in human society? Maybe you wouldn't have forgotten that if you hadn't shut yourself away all this time. How dare you talk to me like that, you dirty little fox! Alright, that's enough, girls. Save it for after we've all been wiped out, okay? Come on, Akta, honey. You've worked hard, so I hit the mic. You've worked so hard to keep your face as emotionless as possible. Don't let all that effort go to waste. I'm surprised to hear you being so straightforward, too, Kaya. You usually play your cards much closer to your chest. I guess it just goes to show how much Ophelia's death really hurt the two of you. God, that face. Oh, wonderful. I love seeing men trying to act all cool and stoic, pretending like it doesn't bother them. Look at us, sharing our thoughts and feelings about the daily departed. It's almost like a real funeral. Stop that. I don't have any words of condolence for her. I only came here to report on my Lostbelt. I've done that, so I'll be leaving now. Pepe, Kishitara, just to be clear, I want nothing at all to do with that fox woman. She's not good for anything but toppling nations. Don't you dare send her to my Lostbelt, not even by accident. Okay. Bye. It's good to see Konic's still alive. I just realized that. Damn, she really did just up and leave. Whatever doing teamwork, huh? Sure about this, would I? Kaya's not the only reason Akito was pissed. She's furious at the loss of Russia and Scandinavia. If Kaya hadn't given her an easy target, she probably would have taken a rage out on me. I can almost hear her berating me for being useless, which she'd have every right to. Konik! You know, now that you mention it, I think somebody ought to. Why not? Oh, I didn't know who's talking. Why not me? I mean, sure, it's great you made it back here alive after Russia got taken out and all. You're one of us. But here's a question. Why are you still alive, Konik? It was your servant who wrecked Chaldea, right? They ought to hate you more than any of us. And here you are, without even a scratch. How the hell does that work? Are they seriously that freaking stupid? Or maybe you were thinking about changing sides. Oh, come on, I wish you would.
I wish you would. I really wish you would. It's kind of a relief to see you're still a complete asshole, Beryl. Damn. If I'd really gone over to Chaldea, I'd still be stuck in the mortar trying to choke down that nasty prison slop they serve about now. Trust me, they don't even have enough resources to keep any non-essential around. Just a pathetic... Shut up! You're not a loser! Just a pathetic loser who managed to escape death thanks to sheer dumb luck. At least for now. I see. A loser, huh? Beryl. Oh, I'm just busting your balls, Kodak. All I really care about is that you're still alive. Gotta say, though, it's a real shame you and Ophelia had such shitty luck. Then again, maybe it wasn't so much that Chaldea had good luck, but they're certainly not getting on by actual skill. Shut the fuck up. I really can't get my head around their idiot Oh, I hate you. Hate you. I'm not an idiot. You're the idiot. How the hell does it... Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Alright. She's gotta be either incredibly lucky or just getting carried. I've heard of flattery getting you everywhere, but this is nuts! Well, don't forget that her defenses are perfect. Mash is her servant after all. It only makes sense that a shield would ensure her master is protected. Well, so Mash has been keeping her safe, huh? Now I'm even more jealous. Imagine getting to play hero while hiding behind a piece of ass. Ugh! Ah! No! No! You do not say that about Mash! No! Fuck you! Fuck! I want to kill this dude. Like, hey, Koo! Lance, go fucking gay ball him right through the heart, please. He deserves it. Fuck that dude. If we take Kaya's report at face value, then I have no choice but to agree. David, what do you think of the Master of Chaldea? Good question. It's hard to believe she's made it this far. As a rule, people going off to war must bring a proven weapon. This isn't something they do to protect themselves or even accomplish their mission. They simply do it because they are incapable of moving forward without the assurance that they are able to fight. And yet, the Master of Chaldea continues to fight, while fully aware that she has no weapon to call her own. She either has no sense of danger whatsoever, or nothing. Well, I mean, or nothing. There's no other possible explanation. She's a total joke of a maid. God damn! Everyone throwing shade at me! Hell, she doesn't even really deserve... Kodak! I'm trying to vouch for you, buddy! Be nice! The only thing she can do is rely on Chaldea's mystic codes to convert her life energy into magical energy for her service. Well, I mean, he's kinda got a point, but I'm trying my damn best. Why can't nobody see that? Besides Mash. And since there's no way to do that over a distance, she has to be close as possible to her servants to manage even that much. I'm trying my damn best with what I'm giving people. Why can't... God. Mages are assholes! She has no way of defending... Then again, that's something fate definitely taught us. Mages are assholes. She has no way of defending herself, and she's too stupid to command her servants from a safe zone like we can. So she's only got one choice. That's standing on the front lines like a goddamn moron. And trust me, she's trying like hell to keep from pissing herself the whole... Okay, that's a... Kodak? I swear to God, I'm trying to vouch for you, but you're making it really fucking hard. Okay. Kaya, Let me make sure I have everything straight. You said that Chaldea didn't defeat Ophelia, but rather that she sacrificed her life of her own accord. You also say that in order to stop the fiery king of giants, the one hiding in the Scandinavian Lostbelt before he could trigger Ragnarok. She used her Sirius light and acted not as a Crypter, but simply as Ophelia.
Exactly, Lord Kishitara. She abandoned her responsibilities as a Crypter.
Damn, seriously? What a twist! Guess that means your ass got dumped. What? Fuck! That's funny. Man, she was so into you too. See, this is why I can't stand chicks. You just can't trust them. What, are you gay then? I confess, I am disappointed. An overestimation of her abilities. Scandinavia was a peaceful Lostbelt after all. That she could not control even such a place. Huh.
Oh, that reminds me, Kishitara. I actually have a little question of my own. You knew about Cert all along, right? And yet you still entrusted Scandinavia to Ophelia. In fact, weren't you the one who told her to keep Cert around? If so, something doesn't quite add up. Cert was the natural enemy of the Scandinavian Lostbelt, you know. Does that mean you left him there specifically so he would destroy it? Is that what the foreign god asked you to do?
Yes, I did advise Ophelia to keep him around. Given Scotty's nature, I thought it would be possible that she may sympathize with Chaldea. I suggest that she keep Sturt around as a sort of insurance against that eventuality. Sadly, it seems even that was too much of a burden on her. I thought it would have turned out better.
Aha, now I see. So you were worried Ophelia wouldn't be able to handle it on her own. You always knew what a weakling she was, even as you kept telling her how much you trusted her. You're a devious one, aren't you, Lord Kishitara? In that case, I'm happy to forget the whole thing ever happened. I'll make sure not to mention this to the foreign god, or the other alter egos, of course,
Others? There's others? Excuse? Nani? I appreciate your faith in me, Kaya. Though I always find it worrying whenever you add in bonuses like that. Kaya, you said you lost track of Chaldea around the North Sea. I suppose they could have escaped with a zero sail, but given their lack of resources, I can imagine they would be willing to do so for long. In which case, they must have reached the Wandering Sea. How troublesome. That was the one place the foreign god couldn't touch, or the place the foreign god felt no need to bother with at any rate. Since the mages of the Wandering Sea have no interest in the future of modern mankind, we assumed they wouldn't interfere with our plans. But perhaps our decision to ignore them was a mistake. Big mistake, buddy. Huh? Not even the foreign god could do anything about them?
Evidently not, since they clearly avoided being erased. The Wandering Sea is an island unto itself, both part and separate from the rest of the world. You can't take an eraser to something that already doesn't exist. Anyway, this puts us in a pretty pickle. I have no idea how we'd find them now. How about you, Kaya? You can travel between Lostbelts at will. Can you track them down? I'm afraid not. I may possess independent manifestation, but I can't sneak into the Wandering Sea without knowing exactly where it is. That makes sense. Then I guess I'll just have to forget about Chaldea for now and focus on our own Lostbelt and...
Not happening, Pepe. Between Kodak and Ophelia, they've already taken out 2 of us. We can't ignore this Chaldean remnant any longer. We need to crush them. Quickly. Right, Woodime? There's no reason to keep eyesores like them alive any longer than we have to, is there? Well. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're siding with Pepe on this. You gotta learn. You're going to let them get away with this? Well, then again, I guess you're already pretty much set, aren't you? No one could ever hope to cross that sea of yours after all. All you've got to worry about is which bottle of champagne you're going to open after you win by default. But for us mere commoners, this is a matter of life and death. Isn't that right, David? How am I supposed to enjoy my manhunts when I know Callia could stab me in the back at any time? Oh, Jesus. Come on, Kaya. This is your jurisdiction here. I mean, there's 3 of your alter egos, so you can't figure out a way to take care of them as part of your job, oh great disciples of the foreign god?
Let me think. Rasputin's team is out fighting a group of proper human history servants in the Grecian seas right now.
Rasputin. Oh, okay, so Kire, not Kire?
And I don't know what it is about the creepy
Onmyoji. Very interesting. The creepy Onmyoji. I know it's an exorcist, right?
and I don't know what it is that creepy Onmyoji loves about India so much, but he refuses to budge from there, so...
India. Interesting.
I guess I have to handle this one myself, even though it's not in my contract.
Okay, so you're an alter ego too?
So you want me to get rid of those pesky Callians for you? Oh, alright.
Just like that, huh? Can you really pull it off? I mean, well, you just said you couldn't sneak into the Wandering Sea.
Oh, don't worry about that. We pros have our ways. That said, eliminating all of them is going to be one expensive job. I doubt you could afford it. So I trust you won't mind if I take a more cost-effective measure.
Oh, what do you have in mind?
The important thing is to neutralize the threat of Callia poses, right? Won't be a problem. They only have one master to spare, after all. So you just sit tight while I go assassinate her before anyone even notices I'm there.
You're not gonna do that. You are not gonna assassinate me, bitch. Not happening. Looks like Kaya's warped again. You really think she went to the Wandering Sea? Considering that neither the foreign god nor the disciples have been able to locate it, I have difficulty imagining even Kaya will be able to infiltrate it anytime soon. Though, knowing her as I do, I expect she must have some sort of plan to reach her destination. Shit! Can she actually warp to the Wandering Sea? I was just screwing with her! Guess it really does never hurt to ask. But also, where can I get that kind of warping juju? Cause hot damn! Anyway, I know she'll make good on her word. I also like her pick of going the assassination route. Guess I'd better make sure I stay on her good side from now on. That way, I know I'll have a ticket out of my Lostbelt if everything goes to shit.
Why so pessimistic, Barrow? Is your Lostbelt really that horrid?
Let's just say it's all going to plan. Right, Woodime? Okay. Oops, I've said too much. Time to go! Later, Kotick! You enjoy that Greek nightlife since you've got nothing to do but live it up! Oh, and save me a few drinks if I screw up too. We can have a loser's night out in the town! Okay, dude. Bye. What the fuck? As if he wasn't treating me like a traitor just a few minutes ago. The worst part is, he meant it. Whatever. This meeting's done, so I'm heading out, too. Besides, I only just got to this Greek Lostbelt. You said there's a few different poleis here, right? I'm gonna go check them out while I heal up. A what? There's a what here?
I'm glad to see Colic doing so well. He's still as angsty as ever, of course, but he's so much more brazen now than he used to be. It's wonderful, Subanashi. Anyway, I think I'll be going now too. Kishitara, David? This may not be my place to ask, but aren't you two at all sad about Ophelia's death?
No. Good question. I can't say I've spent much time giving Ophelia any real thought from the beginning. But for what it's worth, I do feel her loss. What about you, Kishitara, you motherfucker?
I see. Looks like I'll be the only one bringing flowers to her figurative grave, then. But that's okay. Flowers are the only thing my Lostbelt has plenty of. It might not line up with her beliefs, but I can still hold my own little funeral for her. I'll be sure to add some flowers for you too, Kishitara, since I've not seen you so much to smile since you sat in that chair.
Okay, bye. Now he's alone. Your indeflagible positivity never ceases to impress me, Pepe. I'm lucky to have you around. But you needn't concern yourself with me. Losing the Scandinavia Lostbelt is no more than a minor setback. And we no longer have Cert as a failsafe if things take a turn for the worse with a strategic loss. However, still, if there's anything I regret. Ophelia, we only knew each other for a few years. I knew you were a kind and gentle woman at heart. Did you see me as some sort of great figure? She loved you, man. Okay, I will strive to live up to that. I will end proper human history in order to write a new one and build the new truth in its wake. You may try to resist, members of Chaldea, but in the end, it is we Crypters who will prevail. Sure you will. Sure you will, bruh. Okay, we're gonna continue this next time and see what's gonna happen. Oh boy. Hope you guys enjoyed this part. There'll probably be a part 2 to this, so oh boy. And if you like all my content, check out my Patreon. Link in the description. It is gacha related. Also, any tier you donate to gets you access to my Discord server. Alright, see you next time. Bye!